Welcome to the first video that I'm going to do car related on this channel. Seen by my previous videos, I'm actually gaming related. But you know what I thought? You know what, let's give this a try. Rear shocks and springs, mk8 Honda Civic, let's get into it. So, take the loosening the wheel nuts off, 19mm socket, bish bash bosh, get your jack under, get safe. It's going to be awkward. There's going to be like weird times I'm just going to sit here not talking because what should I say here? Up she shall rise. And yes, before any of you say, yes, I'm doing it on gravel. No, I didn't use the jack stand because of how long it took me. Here in the boot, taking off the top mount for the strut bolt. I believe that was a 5mm or a 6mm hex bit with, what was that? I think that was a 16mm nut on top. So again, cracked it loose and then buzzed it off with my super speedy hands. That was sped up like 5 point times. So took like a good 2 minutes because the thread on that bolt was massive. I thought, you know what, I did the other side. I need to do both sides anyway. You always do both sides when you do something like this. So I thought, you know what, let's record this other side. I didn't have a picture of it, but the spring on the other side was actually like snapped right at the bottom of the mount. So I had to get it changed because it was an MOT failure, but the person I took it to knew I was going to get it changed and everything. And can we just appreciate how low that jack is to the floor? But hey, it's done and it works perfectly fine. So first clip you saw me briefly loosen them. So now I'm just going to break them loose and take them off by hand. I love the Halford Advanced. This isn't sponsored, it's not anything, this is just a good recommendation. I think it's the 150 piece I got from Halford's. Absolute game changer, love it. Comes with a lifetime warranty as well. Oh, that's where the jack, and I've got 2 axle stands that came with it as well. Not came with it, I had to buy as well. There we go. Yeah, you saw how much the suspension dropped then. Now I watch this back and I'm like, god damn. For safety, the wheel always goes under the car. So if the jack fails, it will catch on the wheel. It's what I do it every time I work on a car. Here, taking off the bottom bolt for the shock. That was a 14mm bolt all the way through. Yes, I know I should have used a bit of a wire brush to clean off the threads on the other side. But I never had an issue getting it off. Give it a good old crack and a smack. So I got the bolt out. Quickly move the camera around and you can see how rusted and disgusting that is. I didn't show it, but there's supposed to be a little metal sleeve that goes over the threads. Well, not the threads, the rest of the shaft that goes up to the top mount. Forgot to put that on in this clip, so don't forget to put that on. Here I am, just am I gonna razz it up? Am I doing nice and speedy? Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna take the spring out first. It's been so long since I did it. So this spring wasn't too bad. It was a pain in the ass to get out, but we got it out in the end. So what I'm doing with my hand is I'm just pushing down on the brake caliper to give it a bit of wiggle to get the spring out. I don't know which model it is, but there's a model, I think, underneath where the spring is, where it sits on the lower control arm. There's like another bolt you've got to take out so it comes loose. Didn't have it on this one, it was just on plastic clips. But you can see, with a little bit of persuasion, I got it out. Covered in mud. You need to keep that rubber bit. There's one at the top that always stayed in. Oh, look at that. Seamless edit, you didn't even notice. So you literally just wind it on and you will see, I think I'll show it, yeah, you can see the little stopper there. Got to make sure the spring is butted up against that. If not, it just doesn't work out well. Wait, Mr. Green, did you... I can't remember. Did I put it in upside down? I think I put it in upside down. Oh yeah, I dropped it, didn't I? I got stuck. Oh, no, I realised, you know what, I'm going to put the top one in first. I don't know. I think I had to I sound stupid. Can you get it upside down? I thought I had it upside down for a minute, but I can't remember. So I'm going to put that back on again. I swear I put it in upside down. Oh, I can't remember. But hey-ho, it's done. The car worked anyway. I've now got a car that's got 2 shocks and 2 springs. I should have recorded doing the fronts as well, because I did front springs, shocks, and drop links. But I had an absolute ball ache with that one. So there you go. Literally just repeated what I did. Pushed it down, stuck it in. As you can see, it's not all the way there, so let's give it a little bit of a twist. Went in perfectly fine. You might be sitting there thinking, oh, that spring's too loose. There you go. Giving that a bit of razzle-dazzle, tighten it up. You gonna moan at me? No, I didn't use a torque wrench. Why? Why not? You're gonna just get on that fucking ratchet and just give it a good old what? I think one hoot is 25 foot-pounds. God knows what it is for you Americans out there. But yeah. You can see at the top, I'm just getting that shaft lined up with the top mount hole. Oh, look at that. It's a different jack. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, you can see the sleeve that I put in the second time. It stayed up there because I forgot to put it in. Yeah, so I'm just going to get the other jack underneath the control arm, just to apply a bit of upwards pressure to get the shock all the way up. I know it compressed itself, but it was enough to get... Ready? Boom! It was enough just to get in there. Some new hardware going in. A new nut. So yeah, I've got that on. And then, you know what I decided? I was like, you know what? Why don't I leave all that in? Never mind. Oh yeah, I tightened it up originally. It shows me, like, I record... When did I do this? I did this last Sunday. So it's been a couple of days. If you've not got a set of these offset spanners, they are amazing. For something like this, yes, there is like a little tiny slit there where you can get a ratchet spanner into, but it just wasn't worth it. These shocks that I got, they were different on the top of the mount. I'll show you in a different clip in a minute. But I've got to get a set of pliers on there because it's not like a hex or anything. It's just a flat bar, well, it's a flat bit of metal. And none of my spanners were small enough to fit it. So I was like, you know what? Get a set of grips on there and just go to town. So I thought, you know what? While I'm under here, I'm pretty much done at this point. So, see, get a couple of... there you go. There's my 2. There's a bit more than 2. So that's that. Oh, that's that bottom bolt now tightened up. Yes. You should have torqued it down. No. Come at me. And then we come back around and, ooh, look at that. Get that wheel on, big... Where are you? Come on. Oh, yeah, getting the wheel up from underneath the car. There you go. Get the wheel on the car. Look at me struggling. Bear in mind, I did this all on my own, on gravel, at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, in the rain. And I think I did fairly well. It took me about an hour, about half hour aside roughly. So again, got me 19mm on them. Probably should have sped this bit up as well, but you know. But you know what, we're just going to go with it. And again, no, I didn't torque the wheel nuts up either. Did do them in the star pattern though. That's the one thing you got to remember. Star pattern every time. Especially if it's easy when you got 5 like that, because you can see at the top I've got my locking wheel nut. So I normally try to do any one of them first, and you go opposite. So from the wheel nut I go down to the bottom one, across next to the wheel nut on the right, and then from the right I'd go left, and from left across. No, left. Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember how I did it. But it's easy when you're not looking at it from this angle, because you just look at it as a star, because it's on a 5 lug. It's easy. 4s are a bit more difficult because, well, no, 4s are easier because you do an X, don't you? Silly me. There we go. Let the car down. Put all the weight on that. And again. Where is it? I'm going to get me nice big breaker bar. You shouldn't do your wheel nuts up with a breaker bar, they say. Shut up. Get the initial height. Yes, there you go. So, locking wheel nut first. Across to the star. Oh yeah, then I'll go across to that one. And go down again. Look at that. Now here, you can see, so you've got your nut and then there's a flat bit, and I never had a spanner small enough, so I had to get a set of grips on there. I'm not going to show you the whole process to tighten this up, because this is what took the longest to do up, because you can see how much of an awkward position it's in trying to get that in there, try and hold it, and then, yeah, there's my befores, and there's my afters. Can't tell the difference.